Hello, St. Barnabas. For those of you who don't know me, though I haven't met either in person or more likely on Zoom yet, I'm Kyle, and as of today, I am officially your new pastor, and it is a great pleasure and an honor to have been called to this role. I want to make this little video just to say hello and to share a few reflections with you, which I'm going to make a habit of doing probably weekly. These will be fairly low-key videos. Maybe the production values will go up a bit as I get used to the technology. But I want to share with you that some reflections that were occasioned by a recent trip to my in-laws in Germany, where my father-in-law, is a retired pastor and an active beekeeper, and so it was a great pleasure to show my 4-year-old sons his beekeeping operation. Here they are, by the way, and they made this frame, but this is Peter, and that is Rasmus. They're 4-year-old twins, as I said. Anyway, they were very delighted to see, all the hives and the hazmat suit type thing that he had to wear when he extracts honey, and it reminded me that beekeeping is been the material for a lot of very rich spiritual and theological reflection over the centuries. I'm reminded of a poem by the Spanish poet Antonio Machado that I'm going to read a stanza to you, and I'll translate it. I'm not going to try to preserve the poetry of it. It goes like this, though. Anoche cuando dormía, soñé, bendita ilusión, que una colmena tenía dentro de mi corazón. Y las doradas abejas iban fabricando en él con las amarguras viejas, blanca cera y dulce miel. It means something like this. Last night when I was sleeping, I dreamed, blessed illusion, that I had a beehive inside of my heart, and the golden bees were going about in it, making out of old bitternesses white wax and sweet honey. Beautiful image, I think. And he'll tell you at the end of the poem that after he uses various images of things that he saw in his heart, that all of them were God. It was God he had in his heart. Now, one thing I learned about beekeeping in my relationship with my father-in-law is that, bees, they go out in every season, and they assemble pollen from every manner of flower. So they make this, delicious, tasty, sweet honey out of all sorts of stuff. And that's fitting, because there is all sorts of stuff in our heart that comes in through experience, through thoughts that arise, feelings that we have, experiences we don't remember, experiences we do remember, that stay with us and hang on to us, that all just become part of us. And what I think part of the message of this poem is that we can offer that all to God. That all belongs to God. It's not all good. I mean, it's not all. There's painful stuff here. There are things that happen to us that shouldn't have happened to us, but that God can, if we are sort of aware of it and offer it to God, God gradually can make something sweet and beautiful out of this, and this can transform the quality of our lives. This talk of the heart reminds me also of an ancient teacher of the church named Macarius the Great, and he had this to say about the heart. He says, "The heart itself is but a small vessel, yet there are also dragons, and there are lions, there are poisonous beasts and all the treasures of evil, and there are rough and uneven roads, there are precipices. But there is also God, also the angels, the life and the kingdom, the light and the apostles, the treasures of grace. There are all things." And the heart, it's the organ. It's not just an organ, but for the ancient Hebraic poets, it was this region of our being, of our experience, that where all things come together, where body and soul meet, where reason and emotion and spirit and inside and outside, and all in our truest selves and our relationship, it all comes together. It all flows into and out of our heart. And God is there. This region of ourselves is joined to God by virtue of our creation, the whole world, and is created sort of in the second person of the Trinity, in the Word, in Jesus Christ. And human beings especially are created in the image and likeness of God, and Jesus is the image of the invisible God. And so we are especially joined to him in our whole selves, and especially in this heart, by virtue of our creation, and even more so by virtue of our baptism. And the message that I want to leave you with is that everything that is there, that occurs to us, that we can be aware of it and accept it and offer it to God. Don't have to be ruled by it, but we can give it to God, and give it to the God who is inside us like bees inside of a beehive, making honey ever so gradually. That all of this, the lions and the dragons and the poisonous beast and all that stuff, it all belongs to God. It's all part of us, and therefore it belongs to God. And God takes it and is gradually going to make something sweet and beautiful, mellifluous, as it were, out of it. Thank you for listening to my reflections today. I hope some small piece of it blesses you and bears fruit in you some way. I look forward to meeting all of those of you whom I haven't met yet, and I hope I will see many of you in our WebEx service on Sunday. God bless, and thank you very much.